collision between molecules of a gases. See here in kinetic theory of gases, in that random motion or Brownian motion means if this is the molecule traveling in this direction, it collides with another molecule. After collision, it travels like this. Again, it collides with another molecule, the path changes like this. After several collisions, the path is like this. This path is or this motion of the molecule is nothing but a random motion or Brownian motion. So here we can define some definitions or some terms in random motion. Then first one is relaxation time. It is also known as mean free time. It is nothing but it is the average time interval between two successive collisions. This is nothing but a relaxation time. Another definition is mean free path. It is average distance between two successive collisions. It is the average distance between two successive collisions. This is nothing but a mean free path. Another definition, collision frequency. Collision frequency means it is the number of collisions of a molecule per unit time. This is a collision frequency. Therefore, in random motion, there are three different terms. One is relaxation time. It is also known as mean free time. And another one is mean free path. And the third one is collision frequency. Now, we are going to derive the formula for these three terms. See here, derivation of collision frequency, mean free path and mean free time. Here, in derivation of these three terms, there is one assumption. This assumption is only one molecule is moving. See here are the different molecules. Only this molecule is moving with velocity v, and all other molecules are at rest. Here, if you consider the cylindrical volume, in this volume only the collision between the molecules are takes place. Here, this cylindrical radius is 2r, and this 2r also is nothing but a molecular diameter. For example, if one molecule collide with this molecule, this distance is nothing but a molecular diameter. This molecular diameter is denoted as sigma. Therefore, sigma is nothing but a molecular diameter. Molecular diameter, it is equal to 2r. See here, number of molecules per unit volume is equal to capital N by capital V. This is a number of molecules per unit volume. Generally, it is denoted as small n, but in gases, n also used for moles. But in this case, I am taking n star. N star is nothing but number of molecules per unit volume. So here, PV is equal to nRT. Therefore, P is equal to nRT by V. This N means number of moles. Number of moles means number of molecules by Avogadro number. Here is RT by V. This becomes N by V is nothing but N star. N star. R by Na is K. This is T. Therefore, N star is equal to P by KT. Here K is nothing but Boltzmann constant. Boltzmann constant. Therefore, here K is equal to 1.38 into 10 to the power of minus 23. Therefore, here N star is equal to P by KT. Here P is the pressure, K is a Boltzmann constant, and T is absolute temperature. Next, here number of collisions in dt time. This I am taking dn. Dn is equal to volume into this n star. Volume means pi r square, pi sigma square v dt into n star. Therefore, here dn by dt is equal to number of collisions per unit time. This I am taking as z. Z is equal to pi sigma square v into n star. This is nothing but a number of collisions per unit time. It is also known as collision frequency. But here we taken one assumption. That assumption is only one molecule is in motion, all other molecules are at rest. Therefore, to overcome that assumption, instead of velocity, we have to take average velocity. So here average velocity, for example, if the molecules are moving in same direction, here angle is 0 degrees. If the molecules are moving in opposite direction, 180 degrees. If the molecules are moving perpendicular at 90 degrees, in this case, relative velocity means average relative velocity that we have to consider when they are moving perpendicular to each other. This becomes root 2 into V. Therefore, Z is equal to here pi sigma square. V means root 2 V into n star. Therefore, Z is equal to root 2 pi sigma square V into n star. This is nothing but a collision frequency. Collision frequency. Collision frequency root 2 pi sigma square V into n star. And mean free time. Mean free time, it is also known as relaxation time. It is nothing but 1 by z, reciprocal of frequency. 1 by z, that is equal to 1 by root 2 pi sigma square n star. Therefore, here tau is equal to 1 by root 2 pi sigma square n star. This is mean free time, and this is collision frequency. Another one is mean free path. Mean free path. Mean free path means it is the average distance between two successive collisions. Therefore, distance is equal to velocity into time. Therefore, velocity into time is nothing but mean free time. Therefore, it is known as denoted as lambda. Therefore, lambda is equal to V into tau is nothing but 1 by root 2 pi sigma square. Here is here V is also there. This is V. Here also n star into V. Therefore, this V gets cancelled. Lambda is equal to 1 by root 2 pi sigma square n star. This is mean free path. Mean free path, lambda is equal to 1 by root 2 pi sigma square n. This is mean free time, 1 by root 2 pi sigma square here V, and this is collision frequency. See here, n star, this is number of molecules per unit volume. Here we can write down P by kT. It's a very, very important one. Another formula, n star is equal to number of molecules by volume. Here, V is nothing but relative velocity, average velocity. Here, V is equal to square root of 8 RT by pi m, or mean velocity or average velocity. V is equal to square root of relative velocity, square root of 8 RT by pi m, or V is equal to square root of 8 pi t by 8 kT by pi into small m. Here 8 kT. This is capital M is molecular weight. Here small m is mass of the molecule. This is mean velocity, square root of 8 RT by pi m, or V is equal to square root of 8 kT by pi m. So these are the important formulas. It's very, very important. Now we are going to move some of the problems given in mains exam based on this formulas. Here is the first problem. Consider an ideal gas confined in an isolated closed chamber. As the gas undergoes an adiabatic expansion, the average time of collision between the molecules increases as V to the power of Q, where V is the volume of the gas. The value of Q, here gamma is equal to Cp by C. So here tau is equal to 1 by root 2 pi sigma square V into n star. This becomes 1 by root 2 pi sigma square V into n means n star means number of molecules by V, therefore into V. This capital V is volume, small v is velocity. But here mean velocity V is equal to square root of 8 RT by pi m, therefore V proportional to root T. Now this becomes tau proportional to here V by this V is proportional to root T, therefore V by square root of T, tau proportional to V by T. But in adiabatic process, T V to the power of gamma minus 1 is equal to constant. T V to the power of gamma minus 1 is equal to constant. From this, tau proportional to V by root T means 1 by V to the power of gamma minus 1. This becomes 1 by V to the power of gamma minus 1. This becomes tau proportional to here V. This is V into V to the power of gamma minus 1 by 2. Therefore, tau proportional to V to the power of 1 and V to the power of gamma minus 1 by 2. This becomes V to the power of gamma plus 1 by 2. Therefore, but here T tau proportional to V to the power of Q is given. Therefore, Q is equal to gamma plus 1 by 2. Therefore, gamma plus 1 by 2. Option B is correct. Next, second problem. An ideal gas is enclosed in a cylinder at a pressure of 2 atm and temperature 300 Kelvin. The mean time between two successive collisions is 6 into 10 to the power of minus 8 seconds. If the pressure is doubled and the temperature is increased to 500 Kelvin, the mean time between two successive collisions will be close to. Therefore, your mean time tau is equal to 1 by root 2 pi sigma square V into n star. This becomes 1 into n star means n number of molecules by volume. Here is a volume V. Therefore, root 2 pi sigma square V into n. But V is equal to square root of 8 RT by pi m. Therefore, here in the previous problem, V proportional to root T. Therefore, tau proportional to V by R. Sorry. Sorry. See here, P is given as 2 atm and the initial temperature is 300 Kelvin and tau is given as 6 into 10 to the power of minus 8 seconds. And P dash is pressure and temperature increased. Pressure is doubled. This is 4 atm and the temperature is 500 Kelvin. Here we have to find out tau dash. But tau is equal to 1 by root 2 pi sigma square V into n star. This becomes V by root 2 pi sigma square V into n. Here small v proportional to root t. Therefore, tau proportional to tau proportional to or here pressure means for example here in terms of n star is P by KT. Therefore, this becomes KT by root 2 pi sigma square V into here is pressure P. But here small v proportional to root T. Therefore, tau proportional to here is root T, root 2, root T. Therefore, tau proportional to root T by pressure P. Therefore, tau dash by tau is equal to square root of T dash by T into square root of P by P dash. Therefore, tau dash by tau is equal to square root of T dash is 500. This is 300. Here initial pressure is 2, final pressure is 4. Therefore, tau dash is equal to, this becomes root 15, this all this root 15 into tau. Therefore, tau dash is equal to root 15 into tau is given as uh, 6 into 10 to the power of total. This becomes this is 300, 5 by 3, 1 by 2. This becomes tau is equal to tau dash is equal to root 15 into after multiplication t tau. This is root 15 into 10 to the power of minus 8 seconds. Therefore, tau dash is equal to root 15 approximately 4 into 10 to the power of minus 8 seconds. In a given option, option A is correct. The next problem number 3. A 25 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter cube volume cylinder is filled with 1 mole of O2 gas at a room temperature of 300 Kelvin. The molecular diameter of O2 and its root mean square speed are found to be 0.3 nanometers and 200 meter per second respectively. What is the average collision rate for O2 molecule is? Average collision rate means molecular frequency. Here volume is given as 25 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter cube. So here 1 mole of gas, number of moles N is equal to 1. Room temperature T is given as 300 Kelvin. And molecular diameter sigma is equal to 0.3 nanometers, that is 10 to the power of minus 9 meters. And square means small v is given as 200 meter per second. Here angular what is the average collision rate means mean of collision, that is frequency z is equal to root 2 pi sigma square v into n star. So here number of moles n is equal to number of molecules by Avogadro number. Therefore n is equal to n into Avogadro number. But here n star is equal to n by v. Therefore n star is equal to n means n into Na by v. See here z is equal to root 2 pi sigma square v into n star means n into Na by v. V means volume. Z is equal to root 2. Pi means 3.14. Sigma is given as 0.3 into 10 to the power of minus 9 whole square. And this is 200. Number of moles 1. And Avogadro number is 6.02 into 10 to the power of 23 by volume is given as 25 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So here after simplification, this becomes 1.7 into 10 to the power of 9. So approximately 10 to the power of 9. Therefore, collision rate 10 to the power of 9. Therefore, in the given option, 10 to the power of 9 is nearer to 10 to the power of 10. Next, problem number 4. In an adiabatic process, volume is doubled. Then find the ratio of final relaxation time to initial relaxation time if gamma is equal to Cp by C. Therefore, relaxation time tau is equal to 1 by root 2 pi sigma square V into n star. This becomes V by root 2 pi sigma square V into n, means n star means n by V. Therefore, tau proportional to here is V, V proportional to T, root T, therefore tau proportional to V. And this becomes T V to the power of gamma minus 1 is equal to constant. Therefore, T proportional to 1 by V to the power of gamma minus 1. Therefore, after substitution, tau is equal to V by, this becomes 1 by V to the power of gamma minus 1, and this becomes V to the power of 1 into V to the power of gamma minus 1 by 2. Therefore, tau proportional to V to the power of gamma plus 1 by 2. Therefore, tau final by tau initial is equal to V final by V initial whole to the power of gamma plus 1 by 2. V final is given as volume is doubled. Therefore, 2V by V into whole to the power of gamma plus 1 by 2. V cancel. This becomes 2 to the power of gamma plus 1 by 2. This is ratio between relaxation time final to relaxation time initial. Next one. Which graph correctly represents the relation between relaxation time tau of the gas molecules and the absolute temperature of the gas? Relaxation time tau is equal to 1 by root 2 pi sigma square V into n star. But here V proportional to square root of T. Therefore, tau proportional to 1 by root T. Therefore, here T and 1 by root 2 are directly proportional. Therefore, the graph between tau and 1 by root 2 is straight line. Therefore, first option is correct. And two gases, argon and xenon, at same temperature have same number density. Their diameters are 0.07 nanometers and 0.1 nanometer respectively. Find the ratio of mean free time. Tau is equal to 1 by root 2 pi sigma square V into n star. But your mean time square root of 8 RT by pi m. Therefore, V by your same temperature is given. Therefore, temperature V proportional to 1 by root m. Therefore, tau proportional to this is root m by here is sigma square. Therefore, tau argon by tau xenon is equal to molecular weight of argon by molecular weight of xenon into sigma square of xenon by sigma square of argon. This becomes molecular weight of argon is given as 40 and this is 131 and the diameters are xenon is 0.07 and this one is 0.1. Therefore, 0.1 whole square by 0.07 whole square. See, after simplification, this becomes 1.12. These are the important problems based on mean free path and relaxation time and collision frequency, and these are the problems given in mains exam. Okay, with this we completed one important topic, that is the collision between molecules of a gas under the chapter of kinetic theory of gases.